Hello, my lovely herd! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Sings, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over all of my mercy settings. Mercy settings. Why are these important? Settings are important for every character because they can be personalized to how you want to play the game. This can help improve your gameplay tremendously because you can look at how someone else is playing and then customize it for your personal experience. Mercy has a lot of different settings, and I'll be going through each of these one by one. The first thing I'll be highlighting is going to be your sensitivity. Mine is set to 7 or 6, it depends on the day. Your sensitivity will be based off of mainly your mouse DPI. If you don't know this, you can look up your mouse and find the default DPI for it and how big your mousepad or desk space is. Because Mercy wants to typically always be on a swivel, and looking around, your sensitivity will want to be a bit higher than other heroes. The default sensitivity in Overwatch is set to 15. I don't recommend playing at this sensitivity, but if it's helpful for you, go for it. For allied health bars and show friendly outlines, these are defaulted and set by your overall settings. I have mine set this way on all my heroes. Hi, sorry to jump in the middle like this, but in the middle of editing this, I thought it would be really boring to just sit and stare at the settings menu with minimal change between everything. So I changed up how I formatted this video. Sorry about all the jump cuts and transitions. Okay, bye! Toggle beam connection. Mine is turned to off. When the setting is turned on, you merely have to tap your heal beam or damage beam to connect it to a target, and it'll stay on that target until it's disconnected, either by line of sight, distance, or disconnecting it. When it's turned off, you have to tap and hold your beam for it to stay connected. I prefer my beam connection turned off because I feel that when it's turned on, there's a delay between swapping heals and damage amp, and when going between targets, there's a bit of a delay. This might not be true, but I feel for me, it's faster to have it off. I just want to point out that I have this neat little thing over here, so when you see me click anything, or jump, or use my interact keys, you'll be able to see what I'm doing. To start, I'll be doing toggle beam off, so click and hold. When I stop clicking, it stops the beam. And that also applies to damage amp. Now I'll be showing you toggle beam on. Clicking, and then I let go, and it applies the beam, and it stays. I click, and it keeps going.
Still watching over you.
I switch over to damage amp, same thing. It continues the beam. You have to look away to toggle it off. Beam sensitivity. Mine's set to 40%. The beam sensitivity is how close your reticle or crosshair has to be to a target before it attaches to said target. The lower the number, the more accurate it has to be. For beam sensitivity, I recommend 40 to 60% because when players are clumped in a group, it becomes harder to target them when the sensitivity is higher. Guardian Angel target priority. Mine's set to prefer facing target. There are 3 things in this setting menu, each of them doing a slightly different thing. The first one is facing target only. This means that you will only Guardian Angel to targets that you are looking at. If you are beaming a target and look away from the beam target, you will not Guardian Angel to them. Number 2 is prefer beam target. This is when you have your beam attached to a target and are looking at someone else, you will Guardian Angel to the beam target only. Lastly, prefer facing target. This is a mix of the other 2 in the drop-down menu. You can have your beam attached to a target, but looking at another target to GA to it. However, if there is no target to GA to by looking at it, you will still GA to the beam target. These are confusing on paper, but make a lot of sense in the game and in practice. Prefer facing target is the best of the 2 combined, but still has its flaws. Like if a target moves out of range that you want to GA to by sight, you'll GA to the beam target instead. However, if you need to GA after losing line of sight, like falling off the map, or if you need a prop jump, it helps you tremendously. Here is prefer facing target. So I beam someone, I look at them, I go to them. I look away, I can't go to them. See, Guardian Angel is going, and I'm not going to them. I look at them, and I go to them. Even if I look slightly over here, I can't go to them. Now, prefer beam target. I look at them, I go to them, the beam is still on them. I can look over here, and I go to them. I can even look over here. You see, the diamond symbol is still there, and I go to them. Now, we go to prefer facing target. I beam them, I'm looking at them, and I go to them. And now, diamond symbol is still there. I look away, and I go to them. And then I can look over here, and I'll go to them. This isn't very useful because I can't spawn into bots, but just imagine there was a bot over here. Hi again, editing things. I realized I should have just gone to the practice range to demonstrate this, so I did that post-recording. You can see that I have my beam on one bot, but I'm able to GA to the other bot without being pulled back to the bot with the beam. The diamond symbol shows you who you are going to be able to GA to in any instance. Guardian Angel sensitivity. Mine is set to 40%. Similar to the beam sensitivity, this means how close your reticle, or crosshair, has to be to a target before you GA to said target. The lower the number, the more accurate you have to be. For Guardian Angel sensitivity, you can have this higher than the beam sensitivity, as it won't hinder you as often when players are grouped up. However, I find that if I am looking at people further away, I have had my issues with Guardian Angel sensitivity being higher, that I tend to Guardian Angel to the wrong target more often. I typically have my beam and GA sensitivities equal to each other because I use the diamond symbol for GA to tell me when someone is beamable. Hey there, yeah you! Just sneaking up to say that if you're really enjoying this video and you want to take a moment, subscribe! I post every Monday. Now back to the video. Toggle Guardian Angel. Mine is set to off. This is not controversial, but a hot topic in the Mercy community. It's set to on by default, which is why most people leave it to on and not change it. However, I highly recommend turning it off and learning how to play with it off. This is the one setting that can help improve your movement skills outside of parkour. What this setting does when turned on is you tap Guardian Angel once and let go, and then you go the full distance to target's original starting point. This can be really good if you're struggling with wrist or hand impairments or are just starting out with Mercy and you can't juggle all of the tech at once. This is also what parkour is based off of. When this setting is turned off, you have to tap and hold Guardian Angel to go the full distance to your target's original starting point. If you let go at any point, you stop moving. This is good in cases that your target dies, uses a movement ability in a different direction than where you want to go or otherwise. Toggle Guardian Angel. To start this, you just have to tap your Guardian Angel key once and you'll go directly to your bot without stopping. To stop it, you just have to tap it again or use your jump or crouch inputs to stop your Guardian Angel. For toggle Guardian Angel off, you have to tap and hold your Guardian Angel, get to your target, and to do the jump and crouch inputs, you have to press and hold all the keys. Toggle Angelic Descent. Mine set to off. Angelic Descent is Mercy's passive when holding her jump or crouch. It is defined as falling very slowly. This is turned off by default, so you have to hold your jump key or crouch key in order to fall slowly, but turning this on will allow you to do so automatically. This is a good setting if you struggle with hand or wrist impairments and holding this key or button is hard and or difficult for prolonged periods of time. Now here's what toggle angelic descent looks like turned off. You have to press and hold the key. And here's what it looks like turned on. You don't have to hold your key. Now onto the advanced settings for Mercy. These settings are always being improved or enhanced throughout Overwatch 2's lifetime, so make sure to check back every so often to see if they've added anything new. Relative Caduceus Blaster Aim Sensitivity. That's a mouthful. 52.75% is my setting for this. This is how fast you move while having your blaster out and is based off of your sensitivity for Mercy specifically. Tinker with this to have a more precise blaster aim, or set it to 500% to do really fast spinny reses. The world is your oyster. Caduceus Blaster Input. I have mine set to match both. In this setting, you are selecting which output your blaster is firing from. This is another drop-down menu with 3 options, but this time they're relatively straightforward. Your healing output, your damage boost output, or from both of those. I put mine to match both because when I swap to my blaster, I want it to fire regardless of which beam I was on. For your relative Caduceus Blaster aim, here's my sensitivity at 7, and then here is it basically halved. For matching your blaster input, here's matching both. I'm able to fire from my healing output and from my damage boost output. The rest of these settings are relative to how you wish to play Mercy and won't impact you that much. However, the 2 that I recommend to keep default are Crouch Activates Angelic Descent. This is on by default and I recommend keeping it on because it gives you a secondary option for the Angelic Descent trigger. Automatically toggled Angelic Descent after Guardian Angel, another mouthful. This is off by default and I highly recommend keeping it off because no matter who you Guardian Angel to, it'll trigger the Angelic Descent mechanic. If you fly to people and need to fall immediately, this will be a hindrance rather than a helpful thing. If you are someone who struggles with hand or wrist impairments, use the toggle Angelic Descent option instead. Being able to toggle Angelic Descent with my crouch key. And that's basically all of what I have for my advanced settings. If you have anything different, you can look at what they say and then practice them in any type of custom game or in the practice range. I use the same reticle for both my staff and my blaster because I feel that it's useful for consistency reasons, not only for Mercy, but across all heroes. Thank you everyone so much for watching, it means a lot to me. Hopefully you can fine-tune your settings to however you wish to play Mercy, whether that be super fast spinny reses or an Aim Master Supreme. See you in the next video. Take care every sheep. Bye!